Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
I hate to say I told you so. No, actually, I love to say I told you so. About a week or two ago, I did a video talking about how comic book pros would not be able to outrun blockchain technology or NFTs forever. They were very salty about Kickstarter going on the blockchain, so they boycotted. And guess what? Today, or yesterday, I guess, rather, Twitter announced that they're going to be doing NFT profiles. This is the first part of Twitter fully embracing NFT and blockchain technology.
Which we told you was coming. We said when they're having a hissy about this, Twitter's going to totally do it.
They were looking into this last year. Jack Dorsey loves crypto, you know, and they have a whole team set up, and I brought that to people's attention. I said, you know, if you're boycotting Kickstarter over blockchain, you're in for a very rude awakening because the platform you're using to complain about it is embracing the technology.
I know, right? What are you going to do? Because now Twitter is backing up the blockchain now with NFTs, and that's where you've been, you know, mounting your offensive and calling everybody names and acting like shitheads the entire time. And now the very platform that you sit upon has turned into a toilet for you.
Yeah, I fully expect every comic book pro, every tabletop gaming pro, everybody who had an issue.
Quick, back to Tumblr!
Back to Tumblr. Get the hell out of here. Go back to Tumblr. I fully expect you to delete your account on the principle of the thing.
Right, because that's what you did with Kickstarter, you know?
Yeah, we had the comic outreach person. She quit Kickstarter over blockchain. They're not even implementing it yet.
I know, here's the thing though, too. Like, they keep getting so mad about this stuff. But they do online banking, they use PayPal, they use Twitter, all these things that they use every day are all going onto the blockchain. So, you know, you can't avoid it forever. Now, as me personally, I'm not into the NFT thing. I know a lot of people are, and that's cool if you are. I don't judge you either way. But it's not something I care about and I would do personally. But I'm just like, the meltdown's glorious.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna talk about this. Of course we are. We're gonna see a lot more apes, I think, on Twitter. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 254,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Greatly appreciate it. We do talk about pop culture. We do talk about technology and how it intersects with pop culture. And we've been talking a lot about blockchain and NFT because it has been a buzzword in comics and tabletop gaming and stuff. You have a lot of people that are very anti-crypto, anti-blockchain because they claim it's the environment. We think it's more of a gatekeeping thing.
I mean, it does. The environment is an issue, but yeah, I think it's more about gatekeeping and control.
And Twitter, you know, has for the last 5 or 6 years been the activist's choice. It's been a platform that's been used
as soon as they limited porn on Tumblr, they all come running to Twitter.
Yeah, and Twitter actually back in the day when it first started, I mean, we joined like 2008, 2009, you know, and it was actually pretty good for the first couple of years. And then it started to get overrun with a lot of, you know, activist types that were commandeering the platform, and everybody's got their hot takes on Twitter. And it's become insufferable in the last couple of years. And I've actually debated about leaving before, but you know what? I might stick around.
Yeah, it might get interesting.
It might get really interesting.
Oh, I mean, Twitter's done stuff like block people because they didn't agree with them on things like, you know, politics or, you know, opinions about shots and stuff. And now it's coming around that you know, other people have said the same things. And it's just been a big cluster.
Yeah. So, you know, I did hear, we've talked a little bit about NFTs, you know, here before. And look, we got people on both sides of it. I can tell in the comments, and you know, because we've talked about how certain creative professionals have basically been canceled or called out on Twitter.
Yes.
For supporting NFTs.
So what if they're going to do it and that's what they want to do and they get paid for it? I mean, I think
it's kind of like a really iffy, you know. But the thing is that Twitter has been, at least comics Twitter, gaming Twitter, has been very anti NFT, and now Twitter's going all in. But it's also, people are like, oh, this is going to be like the Scarlet Letter, because if you use an NFT picture for your profile, you get a special hexagon profile pic. So people are like, well, this is basically the kick me sign. You know,
is it though? I mean, because it's like, if you don't like it, leave.
they're going to start doing microtransactions if they haven't already, because I know Twitter Blue, you can charge people.
Twitter needs to make money somehow.
They have to. And that's the thing too. Like
stop messing with my free.
These activists, these communist activists have driven off the normies from Twitter. Like Twitter used to be a little more open to normal
more
people.
Socialist, but yes.
Yeah, but they've driven people off. The money has left. The advertising revenue is not what it could be or should be because you're marketing to a very small audience. It's basically activists and journalists and kind of the hangers-on.
Well, what's always funny to me is that the people that yell the most are the ones who want free all the time. Like, they wanted it because it was a big platform and it was free. Just like you said about advertising, this is why I bring it up. The same people who use, like, all kinds of ad-blocking software on websites because they don't want ads to interrupt when they're free. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it. Sometimes ads are very intrusive, and I understand that. But I'm like, these are the people that lead the charge on that shit, too. They're free, and they want it their way right now.
Yep, and so you're going to have to move on to a different platform if blockchain offends you, if you think you're burning down the environment, because they're going all in. This team that they are putting together, when it's all said and done, Twitter will allow people to, trade crypto and everything directly through Twitter, and they're pushing Twitter Blue, which is like their version of Patreon, basically, and you can pay for tweets. Who the hell would pay for tweets? But you can pay for custom content. And you're going to be able to pay people with crypto and all that. And eventually, most of the internet is going to be, going to have some kind of a blockchain technology implemented. That's Web 3.0. That's what it's going to do. So you can't outrun the technology. No. And I just think it's so funny. Comic book creators literally burning down their own careers. Like, I'm not using Kickstarter. I'm quitting my job over a blockchain.
They said that?
Yes, the one comic
books, yeah.
The one comic book outreach person.
And they're doing that over this, but you're not going to avoid it because it's even if you go to another platform and they take payments, a lot of the payment processors they could use are going to blockchain. So you cannot get away from it.
PayPal just made an announcement this week that they're going to double down. They've been doing, you could buy crypto for like a year now on PayPal, and they're really doubling down on it.
Right. Like it or not, it is there to stay. And just cutting off your nose to spite your face isn't going to help or change anything. I understand you're trying to make these grandiose, like, look at me, give me a like and a follow for this stuff, but it's going to get you either way. I mean, there's no way to avoid it at this point. And, like it or not.
Yep, so here we go. This is coming from The Verge. Twitter brings NFTs to the timeline as hexagon-shaped profile pictures. If someone's profile picture is a soft hexagon, you know what they're into. And this person created an extension for Chrome that turns hexagons into Subway.
Actually, that's kind of funny. Actually,
kind of funny. So if you don't like crypto, you know what they're into. So they're going to use this as kind of the scarlet letter now. Like those hexagons. This hexagon.
They're going to use that to identify who to bully.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is going to get so good. Twitter said in September it would add a way for users to authenticate NFTs. Now the feature is live if you pay for Twitter Blue. So basically, they're courting people with money. It's like if you're willing to pay for Twitter and you're willing to dump money into NFTs, we want you because God knows we need money. We need money.
Who do you think they're going to cater to in the long run? Those who spend money and who give them money, or the people that are just like, I want more free and I want to bully everybody else who has money off the platform? Do you think they want you there?
Look, at the end of the day, the market always decides. The market decides. Twitter had been coasting off of venture capital and fumes for its advertising, and they even tried. I remember went to the movie theater one time. They had a commercial for Twitter. Remember that, where everybody was in a group hugging each other? That's the audience they were going for a couple of years ago, and now they're like, shit, we're running out of money. Especially with people leaving in droves, they have to monetize the people that are left.
Here, I don't understand is, okay, NFTs, you're having a fit about it because you want to use your icon as an NFT. But what about video games and stuff that you buy, like, digital content on there to put on your characters or whatever? How come that's okay? Like, I like that outfit, so I'm paying money to buy the outfit to put on my character.
You're killing trees. Anyway, on one hand, NFT profile pictures could be viewed as an incredible technology integration, adding real utility for verified digital items, right? Like you were saying. It's an upgrade. Alternatively, it's an unmissable signal pointing out the people you should block or mute.
Wait, Verge is telling you to block or mute people who put NFTs on there. That they're flat out The Verge. Who's failing miserably on its own, is telling everybody that should tell you who to mute and block. Well, you know, the good news is, for the people that have them, if they're muted and blocked by all these trash bags, they're probably much happier for it. So by all means, go ahead and mute and block, because I'm sure they'll be happy that you did.
Yeah, I think people are gonna move on from
They
Twitter.
say the same kind of shit, though. If you find somebody who paid for Twitter Blue, you should punish them, too, because it should remain free for everyone.
It's not how drugs work. You get the first couple of hits for free. In this case, you've had 10 plus years of free, and now they're like, oh shit, do or die. We got it. We got to make money. I think this is hilarious. No matter what your opinion of easily reproduced digital trinkets is, Twitter is integrating them in a way that separates ridiculous images of cartoon apes that have been right-clicked for use as a standard profile picture from ridiculous images of cartoon apes that are connected to blockchain tokens, by adding a soft hexagon shape around it. So, people are going to fake the hex.
People said that, though. They said, well, then you know who the one, or they said that's even worse, because then you know who they want to be. The wannabes
they can't
are.
afford NFTs.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
At launch, Twitter is supporting several crypto wallets that users can connect to their profiles and verify their tokens are of the non-fungible variety. Here's the list. One side effect of limiting its interaction with the blockchain to a list of approved sources means that information on who owns what is not as decentralized as you may think. This is step one. Eventually Twitter is gonna love the blockchain. They're gonna go all in. And if you are offended or outraged by blockchain technology, then you're gonna have to go someplace else.
Yeah, because NFTs may or may not be around. It might be a fad, but blockchain itself, I think, is going to be around for quite a while.
Yeah, so this is what's going to be really funny, though, is like, are they going to take to Twitter to complain about Twitter? I mean,
yeah, pretty much. Let's protest on Twitter.
We're going to protest. We're going to protest Twitter on Twitter. Come on, everybody. Yeah.
We already are.
Yeah, they are. It's like, and you know what? They don't care. Are you paying them? I'm waiting for the feature on Twitter Blue. I don't know what the feature. I was actually thinking about paying for it, because I'm like, if it makes Twitter better, I'm willing to pay a couple bucks a month for it. Mm-hmm. Because Twitter used to be enjoyable. Now it's a dumpster fire. Mm-hmm. And all these stalkers and crazy ass weirdos are on Twitter. If you could filter all of them out and have beautiful silence, that would be amazing. So I would pay for that.
Yes.
Give me Twitter 2011. Let's roll it back a little bit.
That's what they call it. Twitter 2011.
Yep. So they explain the process to see if you see someone flashing one of these images and you need to know more about their items, you can click on the hexagon. But basically, people are going to use it to find out who they want to block. We've got
That's
this
what they're
one.
saying.
Yep.
Well, Verge told them to.
Yep. Twitter introduces kick me sign. Twitter made it easier to figure out who to mute.
Oh, come on. Let's be fair here. Twitter introduced the kick me sign a long time ago with the blue checks, because a lot of these dumbass blue checks don't even deserve a blue check. They wrote one article on one far leftist outlet once, and they get a blue check for it.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of these people aren't even notable enough to warrant a blue check, as far as I'm concerned. And when the blue checks couldn't tweet, everybody celebrated.
They did.
It was a glorious day for all.
So yeah, go over to look at all this. Apes not leaving, crypto crash. Yeah. Everybody was like, yeah, man, we're sick of Twitter.
And poor Meatloaf died.
Yeah, Meatloaf is getting lost in the crypto craze here. It's really sad. Very unfortunate. It's very sad. I was reading about that this morning. This is going to be really interesting to see what happens with Twitter. Good luck with that. Again, not trying to say told you so.
Oh, now it's going to be the bullying mobs on Twitter are just going to turn on these people now, because it's always ever something. It's who you voted for, or what cartoon show you like, or if you like Star Wars, the new Star Wars or not, or something stupid like that, a video game thing. And now it's going to be they're going to go bully and harass people over the NFTs, because that's all Twitter is just a home for bullying mentality.
Well, you know what? If all those NFT bros are paying, and they're paying Twitter, and they're paying Twitter's salaries, at the end of the day, who you think Twitter's going to listen to? Because the pendulum is swinging. I keep saying that, but it is very clear that we are living in a different year than 2018.
Right. Well, I just hope it swings to center and doesn't go completely the other way.
No, we don't want it to go the other way.
We need to go back to, somewhat normal range of, stupidity.
Yeah, we need to keep the stupidity levels within normal. Anyway, this is a step in that direction. I look forward to many people leaving Twitter. You have to. It's your moral obligation.
They're telling people instead of leaving Twitter, just use it as a way to go bullying people. The Verge literally told them to go mute, block, and there other outlets are saying other people are posting go bully people. Kick me sign that implies go bully people. I'm like, look, I don't like them either. I'm not an NFT person myself, but I honestly don't care either way if somebody else uses it. That's up to them. That's their prerogative. And I'm not going to go harass somebody because they have an NFT icon and I don't. I'm like, if that's what they are into, then that's good on them. They can do what they want.
I think I'd look good as an ape with glasses and a hat.
All I keep thinking of is gorillas. Every time they bring up these things, I keep thinking of the gorillas or album covers and stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. All right, so we got to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.